I got sent a giant box of prototypes for the Quest 2. Let's find out what's in here. Now I had to open it once because there was something I had to fish out. They said they didn't want on camera, but everything else is still packaged up and I haven't gotten to see much of it yet. That looks like a head strap. That looks like maybe another type of head strap, maybe. That's probably something that comes with something in here. A charging dock, I would guess. Some sort of alien robot head. Let go, let go. Ah. Okay, so we got a pamphlet that gives us a whole bunch of information out of all that. Let's get it all unpackaged so we can look at it on the desk first, and then we'll go one by one, see what we've got here. For those of you out there who have said you want a cool head to display your VR headset and store stuff, this is a prototype. Keep that in mind, this is not done yet. But this right here is in theory something that you could put your headset on to store it and display it in a cool way. It doesn't even need a power brick. It actually comes with something I can freaking plug it in with. That's impressive. Still a prototype. I actually got to see this one briefly at CES and I told them that I thought it needed stronger magnets. So the feedback has been given. Have you ever seen a power plug like that? There's no holes in it, it's weird. You wanna hand me the top of the head that ran away?
Again.
That thing's just gonna keep running away. I'm seeing what one of the problems is. One of the magnets has come detached. Prototype. I'm not judging too harshly here because this is not the final product, but just some exciting previews for us to get to try. But with that third magnet, I would hope that that would probably normally stay in there better. Right now, no RGB, it's just the light on there, but there's talks of maybe RGB. There's a lot of bubble wrap. An anchor dock that looks kind of familiar. It looks like a lot like the, did I say anchor dock already? The charging dock that looks familiar. Reminds me of the anchor dock, but looks like it charges your controllers wirelessly. There's no prongs in there to connect. Your controller's sitting there and it charges them wirelessly. That's really cool. Ooh, this is a neat idea here. I got to see this one a little bit too. So you got the Aubika battery strap, but with a very unusual design in the front. Kind of reminds me of a spaceship thing. Maybe we got a theme going with this and this here. So it attaches like any other Halo strap that just slides in here. Have I said the word prototype enough though? I really want people to be aware, like these are not things you can buy yet, and they may not even make it to final production depending on how they work and how well they can implement them. So the idea behind this one is it still hangs onto your head like a Halo strap does, but it actually completely moves up out of the way. It's a neat idea though, because like we have all these Halos and yet you don't always get that ability. You can kind of push them up, but a lot of times they're still pushing on your forehead. This is trying to completely independently hold your headset up. Oh, I think I probably shouldn't have this on here. Oh boy, I definitely shouldn't have that on there because now I can't get it off. Get out. Yeah, shouldn't have had that in there. Now, something interesting about these, because they are prototypes, Aubika's not just interested in my feedback. They want to hear yours in the comments too. Do the things you see in this video excite you? Is this something you want to see make it to final production? Or are some of them things you're not that interested in? Especially with things like this, because the Quest 3 looks like straps like this that just hook on the sides might actually still work with it. Because this is technically far enough back that you could still get the USB-C in there. It's all about what the actual size of these are versus on the Quest 3, but it looks like some head straps on the Quest 2 might actually fit. Okay, yeah, I messed it up with the fan. So that's doing a much better job staying up out of the way. That's a cool idea. It's a very interesting look how it accomplishes it though. Almost looks like one of those poker visors people wear with that weird little. So this is like their Aubika Elite strap, but now with a locking joint that can go up and down. So pretty similar to the Aubika we tried before. Not gonna be much different there. And then what have we got? Okay, so this is right there for your dock, just like the anchor that'll plug into there and you can put your headset on there. It has an input and an output, so I'm guessing if like you have a battery pack and you don't want to use this, unlike the anchor dock, you can actually run power back out to it. So they fall in that way, kind of off to the side. And then it shows that's charging. It would have more options for grips, but it still wouldn't have tons. I mean, it would have to be a grip that wraps around your hand and attaches up here. But wireless charging is kind of cool. We don't see that much in VR yet with stuff, so it's just kind of neat. It's just cleaner. You don't have any prongs on here or anything. It's a little weird to figure out how to get them on first. Once you learn it, it'll be easy, but because I'm so used to like putting them in the anchor this way, it's turned a lot more to the side than I expected. It's neat to see a little glimpse of the future. This one I learned a little bit about. This is still obviously in prototype stage, but what they're looking at doing with this is making one high-end model that's gonna have really fast charging. Not quite as fast charging here, and then another one inside. So they're gonna have different wattage to charge them, and one on the back. They're just everywhere on this. So you'll know if there's one that you want to fast charge a phone or something with every time you put it down here, or if your headset can take faster charging than your controllers, it'll have different ports for all of that. And then of course there's the inside storage where you could either plug in your controllers inside, drop them in there, or you could put, I mean, whatever you wanted in there. There'll probably be two models, one that just has consistent charging all around, and then one that has extra fast charging RGB. And there's gonna be a couple different colors of this too. I think that's pretty cool looking. I wouldn't mind storing my headset on there. But what do you think? Aubika wants to hear from all of you too. Is this head strap something you find exciting and you really want this to come to market? This one I'm pretty sure is gonna come to market already because we've seen other ones really similar to this design. This is just the Aubika Elite battery strap, but with the side hinge. The charging dock here, are you interested in this? Or at this point, is it maybe time, you know, are people still buying Quest 2 stuff like this, or is it Quest 3 time? And of course, this would work for any headset. There's a little more future-proof there. But I'd love to know what you think in the comments, and then we can forward it on to Aubika too. Thank you for coming out and seeing all these different prototypes. This is pretty cool. But I'll see you in another reality.